Now, we've talked a little bit before about planets that don't have any aspects, right? In particular, a couple weeks ago when we did Taylor Swift's chart, we talked about the fact that her Sagittarius sun doesn't have any aspects to it. For Ryan Gosling, we don't have that situation, but we do have one strong connection, which is Uranus. So when you have another planet that's within 7 degrees of another, you will have what's called a conjunction. The energies of the planets blend. When you're talking about Uranus, as we've said before, Uranus is a planet that thrives on stimulation. Uranus is a planet that doesn't want stagnant energy. If something is not working, then Uranus has a tendency to break it so that we have to pay attention to it. Uranus is constantly moving electricity. There are things in the world that just come at us from left field. Likely Uranus is involved in that. Uranus is the planet of the unconventional. Uranus wants us to be different, unique. Uranus is the planet of anything related to LGBTQ+. Anyone who is not your standard run-of-the-mill person. Anyone who is different. Uranus is the planet that really comes to the fore. And more in people's charts. As we evolve, there's an even stronger influence of Uranus in people's day-to-day charts. When you see Uranus next to the sun is the life force. It means that for us, those of us who have it, I do not, but for people who have it, Ryan Gosling likely is on the move a lot. I could not see Ryan Gosling sitting in an office for 8 hours a day. I could see him doing any kind of profession that involved death, because I could see him doing something really unconventional involving death, like forensics, especially because Uranus is the planet that deals with anything that is cutting edge and technology. So the fact that he has Sun Uranus is really interesting there. And likely he's somebody who likes his tech. Usually when you have Sun Uranus, these are people who want to be early adopters. Sun Uranus people also have a tendency to be progressive. They want equality for everyone. That's what Uranus wants. Uranus wants to shake things up so that everybody's on an equal playing field. And one of the most interesting parts of Uranus has to do with his most recent movie. Uranus is the planet of space exploration. And for someone to do a movie about space exploration and have Sun Uranus is perfect. It's right on. He probably felt very comfortable with the subject matter of this movie. And from what I read, he's doing another space-related project later this year. And so a lot of times when you see Uranus, you can expect the unconventional. Expect someone to be unique. He definitely is a unique person. You can see it come out in some of his roles. You know, when he played Ken in the Barbie movie, he leaned into that Pisces rising, that very passive kind of outlook, at least until the end. Okay? And so you can see when people are doing movies, their charts will definitely come out. You'll see different pieces of it. But when you have Sun Uranus, likely you're not going to want to sit down. You're going to want to be different. You're going to want to be cutting edge, and you're going to want people to see you as unique. In this case, because it's in the 8th house, he also has a tremendous interest in how people think, how they work, as well as helping people